These luscious birds go the extra mile, 'cause Dr. Disrespect is a prank.
I apologize to you guys, my sponsors and Twitch. This is not who I am. It's not what I represent.
I just wanted some sauce on those zingers.
All right, everybody, welcome to the show where we get to roast Dr. Disrespect again. I am Rich of Review Tech USA, and I want you to sub to this channel, to like this video, to leave a comment. It helps a lot, and it's all absolutely free, and it helps in the algorithm too. Also, check out my ASMR channel called Tech25 ASMR. No, I am not kidding. Yes, there is strange content up there, and yes, I may or may not have done a video on DSP Gaming, aka Philip Paul Brunel, a man who had an explosion of satisfaction on May 1st, 2016.
The double team by Hogan and Edge. Double boot! What a match! Hogan calling for Edge to do the leg drop! The leg drop! Leg drop!
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know.
Hello.
Bust.
I have ASMR. I have ASMR. I have an ASMR video on Phil. And you are a replica of a bird. I said what I said. You're not a real bird.
Spread your cheeks and just go to town.
Anyway, links to everything I mentioned below in the description and top pin comment. So Dr. Disrespect is a man in his 40s who live streams with a big 80s mustache and a fake mullet. He's also known for sexting underage girls. That's what he got in trouble for. Remember the whole big drama back in like 2020, and it was a mystery as to why Dr. Disrespect got kicked off of Twitch? Well, mystery was solved. Here, this all blew open as to what exactly Dr. Disrespect did. Almost 2 years ago now, June 2024. Cody Connors puts it really crystal clear right here. We'll go into Dr. Disrespect's apology in a minute right after this. He got banned because he got caught sexting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that be could read in plain text. Case closed, gang. So yeah, he got caught trying to hook up with an underage girl. It's really that simple. Now we'll get into Dr. Disrespect's apology.
Robust. Urban garlic flavor.
Well, anyway, hold on, stop. I forgot about this footage where Dr. Disrespect, while he's live streaming, he gets a message that this info is going to come out. And he's playing Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, which I still really want to play through. And just, it's a classic moment to see a terrible human being realize that his life is going to be ruined forever, even though it really kind of hasn't been, but I'll get into that later.
You know how we run things here.
And the Shadow of the Erdtree music. Hold on. And the Shadow of the Erdtree music. You can't... The internet never loses, man. The internet is undefeated. This is like something you would see in a sitcom when someone got a bad message like this, or in a movie. But this just happened to happen in this way, with him playing Shadow of the Erdtree. And the Shadow of the Erdtree music playing while he's getting this message. You know what? I'll take it. Yeah, he knows. He probably thought it was going to be much worse for him. And it should have been much worse, his repercussions for sexting a minor. But at this point, he didn't know what was to come. And you could just, even with the glasses on and the fake mullet and the weird mustache and the big cans on his ears, you could still sense that he thought his demise was going to be full and complete right here, and he had no idea how bad or not bad it was going to be. I would like to thank From Software and Miyazaki for having this music. So when this moment happened, it would just make it so much better. Yeah, it's real. It's real. Did you think that you doing something like that was going to just be hidden forever? Well, I mean...
This is an island surrounded by water, big water, ocean water.
Yeah, that must be a hell of a text. Yeah, everyone's going to know that you're a child predator. Have a great evening. Enjoy Shadow of the Erd Tree. Yeah, I think I think he was probably panicking in a way that one could not even imagine at this point, and deservedly so. Well, after these accusations came out and it was confirmed what he did, Dr. Disrespect released a statement. That was a half-hearted apology. Let's keep it real. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban, which, again, right there, what he's doing is not, he's like, oh, because there were Twitch employees that had something out for me. That's why I have to talk about this. Or maybe you should talk about it because you were sexting a minor. Just a thought. Come on, man. That first paragraph, I forgot what he wrote there, makes this whole thing completely null and void right then and there. But more happens in this non-apology. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely yes. He says absolutely not, but absolutely yes. You were intending to meet up with them at TwitchCon. Yes, there was. Yes, there was. You absolutely were intending to meet someone underage for more than just leaning towards inappropriate texts. Anyway, these were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate. Oh my God, what lawyer told you to... So you could say that you said this without actually admitting guilt, but you're actually admitting guilt. The first paragraph already ruins the apology, but right here, oh God. All right, back to the apology again, but nothing more, nothing illegal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed, because you didn't have to share pictures. You thought you were absolutely meeting her at TwitchCon. So you were good to go. No crimes were committed. I never even met the individual, but you were going to. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. Keep in mind he's married too. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll own my, that was stupid. Yeah, he also too in the past, which, whatever, consenting adults, it's your business and no one else's. He admitted to being unfaithful with his wife. Remember, there was the whole time where he cried admitting it on camera. I think he fired up a live stream and came out and admitted it.
As you guys know, I have a beautiful family and a wife and kid. And I want to be transparent that I've been unfaithful.
Minus the most important fact that he was sexting with a minor, he was also being unfaithful with his wife again, while talking to a minor on top of it. Oh my God. Now keep in mind, for what this man admitted to, okay, he's a self-admitted predator. Like, there's no other way to put it. He was only demonetized on YouTube for 6 months. Only 6 months. A self-admitted. He said, I'm guilty as charged. in the most roundabout legal way ever, but he did. And he just had a slap on the wrist. Now he's streaming to over 10,000 people during his streams on YouTube. He signed a multi-million-dollar contract with Rumble. This is after he admitted to all this. And I'll get to this story later. On top of that, you have weird nerds that are grown men that'll jump in front of whatever they need to protect Dr. Disrespect from being called the fredophile that he is. Make that one make sense. Well, now it seems that Dr. Disrespect is back in the spotlight for a kind of pathetic reason. Whether he was trolling or not, I'm sure he'll try to damage control with this, even if he was just trying to look like he was invited to something and say, oh, I was just joking around. Yeah, I was just making this up. But this comes from Kotaku. On Monday, ahead of the launch of Highguard, which I hear is absolute hot garbage, Dr. Disrespect posted an image of a keyboard, a can of energy drink, a personalized controller, and a Highguard media badge with his name on it to his X account. He claimed to have played Highguard at a recent media event in Los Angeles. Last week, we took the Lambo to LA to check out Highguard, he wrote. Monday, January 26th at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we enter another dimension. Yeah. But he made it up. They didn't invite him out there. He got community noted on X, too. Here's the picture he has with his greasy-looking controller. Here's all the stuff, and he has it like he has a lanyard with a pass to go to the event. And he got community noted. Creator manager for Highguard, Wildlight, confirmed that Dr. Disrespect was not invited to the Highguard event and that the badge being shown in the post is not genuine. Oh my God. That's so pathetic. That's so pathetic. There's no angle that he could twist this that it's not pathetic. All right, so he's actually getting roasted all on the internet. This is from Blue Sky, though. I kind of tripped across this. We were going to inform you that the milkshake duck is racist, except you haven't even heard of the milkshake duck, the duck that loves milkshakes. This one might not even go a full Concord. Update, it gets even better. He faked his invite. Speaks volumes that lots of people went. Yeah, they didn't invite him, though. Someone posted this. Oh, no. Look what someone posted here. What a goofy dude making up goofy lies to stay relevant. I can Photoshop too, mate. Look what he put. Come check me out. I'm offering my meat to teenagers in an official capacity this time. And he has him like Jared Fogle. Oh, God. Oh, man. Ah, well, him and Jared Fogle from Subway would have a lot in common.
You remember Jared.
Hey, Jared. Hey, guys.
Congratulations, Jared. You're an inspiration to all of us.
So I have so many questions about this. Was he actually invited and they realized who they invited? And, you know, a lot of times these companies will just look at metrics, okay? And he gets a ton of viewership. He plays these kinds of games and they don't look into the backstory and they're like, all right, you know, he's being viewed now. He's partnered on YouTube and monetized now. I guess he's fine. But then they find out who the person is and then they back away from it. And he may have had all this swag to go along, or swag, whatever you want to say, to go along with the game. And he posted it, and maybe he did that because he was pissed because he got uninvited. Who knows? Could it be that he was just trolling? I really don't think so, but sure, we have to just put that out there because it could probably not, but be a possibility. Or it could be that he was never invited. He tried to get invited to the event. They told him no because of who Dr. Disrespect is and what he did. And he was pissed off and he wanted to like throw some shade their way, which in turn didn't really work out that way, if that is the case, because it made him look desperate and look like an idiot. He looks really dumb because of this. Now, I just wanted to throw this in here too. You notice a pattern with this stuff. Nick Merckx, who's another big streamer, he got into some heat back a few years ago now during Pride Month, where this ended up, from what I remember, being Proud Boys. There were anti-LGBT protesters attacked pro-LGBT demonstrators outside of a Glendale, California school board meeting. The school board is voting on recognizing June as Pride Month. And Nick Merckx came out because he's a meathead with an 87 IQ. They should leave little children alone. That's the real issue. How did that one turn out? Who's not leaving children alone?
Anybody that like talks about anybody else so like passionately and with so much thought about someone else, I think they're the biggest pussies. I really do.
Well, Dr. Disrespect, of course, agreed with that statement that we need to keep kids away from the LGBTQ community. Really? We need to keep the kids away from you, actually. Well, here's what he said regarding Nick Merckx, and this is when they were on good terms before everyone knew that. Dr. Disrespect himself is a self-admitted child predator.
Is uninstall the game. Number one. I mean, don't get a mistaken. This year's Call of Duty is the worst in its franchise. But that decision by COD's PR marketing team, I'll tell you right now, man. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to digest for the two-time. I feel like, A, they either need to apologize publicly to him or reinstate his bundle in order for me to consider playing Call of Duty again.
Imagine pretending to be angry and outraged. You have Nick Merckx making an anti-LGBTQ statement, right? And you're angry that Activision, wanted to take away his skin bundle that you could get in Call of Duty, the skins. I don't know what the hell. I'm a boomer. I don't really care about skins. They took that off the market because of what he said. And you're like standing by his statement when you're actually the predator. It's the same thing over and over again. They demonize a marginalized community and accuse them wrongfully of things that they actually do. Look, here's another dude doing the same thing right now. It's so disgusting. And look what he got caught doing. Every accusation is a confession and it's projection. Another perfect example of that. I remember when I was still on X, calling out Dr. Disrespect with something. I think I made a video back on this other channel I had called Review Tech USA 1, the first one. And it wasn't even like kids or teenagers. It was like this grown-ass dude, okay, white knighting for Dr. Disrespect. I guess he was like a fan and he did like free PR for him. And I'm like, what are you doing? This guy admitted to all of this. You're defending someone who admitted to being a horrible person out of their own mouth. They could have put the little spin in there to cover their ass legally. But nonetheless, Dr. Disrespect admitted to this. You are defending a fredophile right now, a self-admitted one. Why? Because he's wealthy? Yes, I know that's the reason I'm asking rhetorically. Because he's wealthy? Because he has money? Even if you think back to like YouTube, really? 6 months? I mean, fine, he didn't send explicit pictures like EDP 445, but nonetheless, he admitted to sexting a minor. And he was going to meet up with them at TwitchCon. He says he didn't, but I believe he was going to. That was a rumor that was going around for a while. And Dr. Disrespect, after all of this, is still on YouTube. Gets a multi-million-dollar contract with Rumble. And essentially walks away from all this unscathed. And you know what? I also think that because he feels like, well, I got away with everything else, he feels entitled to go to these events. He feels like everything is water under the bridge and he should be perfectly fine. Everyone else basically or barely punished him, so it's all over, right? No. The world of the sane, the land of the sane, I should say, remember what you did and remember who you really are. And Dr. Disrespect is, again, another person who's pointing fingers at a marginalized community for doing something he's actually guilty of and not them. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. Stop pretending you're invited to game events. You're a pathetic loser.